Humanity has always looked up to the moon, a place of mystery, exploration, and dreams. For thousands of years, civilizations have been fascinated by its glow in the night sky. It has inspired myths, scientific discoveries, and some of the greatest technological achievements in history. 50 years after the Apollo program, humanity is ready to return, but this time, the mission is bigger. The Artemis program is here, an ambitious plan to take humans back to the moon and beyond, laying the foundation for the future of space exploration. Apollo took us to the moon, but Artemis is about something far greater, establishing a long-term human presence beyond Earth. This is NASA's most ambitious lunar project in decades, with the collaboration of international partners such as the European Space Agency, Canada, and Japan. The goal is clear: to create a sustainable base on the moon, conduct groundbreaking scientific research, and prepare for humanity's next great journey, Mars. The first step of this journey was Artemis I, a historic uncrewed test flight. The Orion spacecraft was launched atop the powerful Space Launch System, or SLS, the most powerful rocket ever built. It traveled over 1.3 million miles, venturing further than any spacecraft built for humans had gone before. Orion successfully circled the moon and returned to Earth, proving that the technology was ready to support future crewed missions. This mission was crucial, testing spacecraft safety, navigation, and heat shield durability upon re-entry. Next comes Artemis II, which will be the first crewed flight of the program. For astronauts will board Orion and embark on a mission that will take them around the moon, but not land on its surface. This mission is designed to validate life support systems and long-duration space travel, preparing for the next historic step, Artemis III. Artemis III will take astronauts back to the lunar surface for the first time in over 5 decades. Unlike Apollo, which focused on short-term visits, Artemis aims for sustainability. The mission will land at the moon's south pole, an area of extreme interest due to its permanently shadowed craters, where scientists have discovered water ice. This frozen water is one of the most valuable resources for future space exploration. It can be used for drinking water, oxygen production, and even rocket fuel. By learning to live off the moon's resources, Artemis will pave the way for deeper space exploration, including Mars. To support long-term lunar missions, Artemis will establish the Gateway, a small space station that will orbit the moon and serve as a staging point for future missions. Unlike the International Space Station, which orbits Earth, Gateway will act as a transfer hub between the Earth, Moon, and eventually Mars. Astronauts will be able to dock there, resupply, and prepare for extended stays on the lunar surface. This outpost will be a critical stepping stone in the development of deep space exploration. Another groundbreaking feature of Artemis is the development of advanced lunar landers. NASA has partnered with private companies, including SpaceX, which is designing the Starship human landing system. This next-generation spacecraft will ferry astronauts from orbit to the moon's surface, carrying more crew and cargo than any lunar lander before it. The involvement of commercial partners is key, as it accelerates technological advancements and reduces costs, making lunar missions more sustainable in the long term. Beyond technological innovation, Artemis represents a new era of global cooperation in space. The Artemis Accords, an international agreement between multiple nations, set forth principles for responsible exploration, ensuring that space remains open for peaceful and scientific purposes. Unlike the Cold War-driven space race of the Apollo era, Artemis is a collaborative effort that unites space agencies, scientists, and engineers worldwide. Artemis is just the beginning. This program will not only return humans to the moon, but will also serve as a training ground for future Mars missions. The technologies, habitats, and techniques developed for living on the moon will be essential for surviving on Mars, a planet with harsher conditions and a greater distance from Earth. The lessons learned from Artemis will help humanity take its next giant leap, sending astronauts to another planet. As we stand on the brink of a new era in space exploration, Artemis is not just about going back to the moon. It is about the future of humanity, pushing the boundaries of what is possible and proving that we are meant to be a space-faring civilization. The journey has begun. We are going.